No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Delaware Blue Hens. The Blue Hens will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Logan. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put us. Offense has the ball first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. The sure hands, it's Campbell. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Broncos want to move quickly. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's got the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The give from the gun. Got a little space. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blue Hens offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked, just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A quick pass to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker is Campbell. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finds his man. It's Campbell. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I'll tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Handoff to the lone back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Willihan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Blue Hens line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Higgins. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The give to the back. Fights off the defender. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Meadows. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. From the gun. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score! And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Broncos! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Willingham. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Willingham. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Blue Hens want to crank the tempo. They're going to run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right on target this time. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Meadows. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Looking for the goal line. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed. And the Broncos are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. It'll be 3rd and long. Handoff from the gun. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The run to the left. Breaks the tackle. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. got it behind the line. It's Pierce. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Ramsauer. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Pierce. They'll immediately call timeout. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Timeout, Delaware.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the result of the play. Looking to throw on first down. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. He'll take it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Blue Hens are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So they'll send out the field goal unit.
It's now 4th and goal.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Complete to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Might as well give it to him again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Western Michigan! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick him up.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Blue Hens will call on their punt team. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ramsauer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Campbell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got the 1st down and more. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Campbell. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Broncos! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. The proverbial rabbit out of the hat. Getting out of the Houdini-like locks. Calling reverse and trickeration, and it works.
It does, and it's frustrating because defensively you're thinking run, and you're playing aggressive, and on that backside, man, you got to stay home. You got to be alert. You got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse. Here comes the touchdown.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hard running there. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Pierce. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. And the Blue Hens come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense in an empty set. On the move. Got enough for the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Caught behind the line. It's Woollyhan. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Blue Hens! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. From the gun, the ground game. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The Blue Hens in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires one high and deep. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Tight end now in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Handoff to the single running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
Oh, he's got a chance.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Got it in the middle, it's Meadows. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. And the Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10.
Delaware.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. 2nd down coming up.
Timeout, Delaware.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
After this, it'll be a wrap. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate.